I'm about to reveal to y'all a morning routine that will absolutely change the type of person you are and be able to help you 10x the amount of money you're making right now over the next few months, right? So this morning routine was actually shown to me by my mentor. Psych is actually was shown to me by a person I admire and look up to, and a person who helped make my first six figures. But then the first year of actually implementing the things they said, and the person is no longer still alive. And that person is Napoleon Hill. If you don't know who that is, it's an amazing author who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich and the secret of success and the secret to success in 16 lessons, right? Something like that. I forgot to say it. The secret of success in 16 lessons. Something like that. It's a book I got. I never finished that book, but Think and Grow Rich, I did finish it. When I read that book, I was able to make my first six figures. Actually, within a few months, I was able to. Within 6 months, I started making 10K a month after reading that book, and I owe it, to a lot of things in my life. But that book was the final piece of the puzzle that I needed. It taught me all the valuable lessons that I needed. But there's some type of YouTube channel that I've been watching. I guess or just kind of extracting all of his old speeches, everything he talked about in the past or so, and then putting in a YouTube channel, or maybe it's AI. I'm not sure. But this channel gives a ton of values based on Napoleon Hill's philosophy, and I want to talk about that. I want to share that with y'all today. So I'm gonna pull up a morning ritual that if you do is gonna absolutely change your life. Now I'm doing this morning ritual right now every single day. I'm making sure I do this every single day. Right, the first thing you do is wake up in the morning, do this ritual, go about your day. All right. So I make sure I would do this. I want you to try it for the next 30 days, and it will absolutely change your life. Once again, I just implemented what this person said. I was able to make my first 6 figures, quit my job, and drive my dream car. Right. So the first thing in the morning ritual is, and with this morning ritual, what all you're doing is you look at yourself. You go to a quiet spot early morning. Wherever time you normally wake up, you will wake up 30 minutes before that. Make sure it's at a time that nobody's gonna distract you. Go into a spot where nobody can possibly distract you. Make sure it's silent. All right. Once you go in there, you want to make sure to repeat these words. It's about 11 words. I added a 12th one on there that I felt was necessary and just good to add on there. And you just look into your eyes. You look at your eyes with a mirror. Look into your eyes. That's the gateway to your soul, right? You look into your eyes in your mirror. Dead silence, no distractions. Do what you got to do, Mr. Mirror. Make sure there's no distractions. You look at the gateway into your soul. Look into your eyes. Just stare at yourself and have a conversation with yourself. The first thing you want to say is, I am the master of my faith. And then, I am the captain of my soul. Right? Write these down. I'm the master of my faith. I'm the captain of my soul. My definite chief aim guides my every action. Definite chief aim simply means, what's your purpose? What are you striving in life for? What is the purpose? What's the thing that's driving? What's that driving force? That's your definite chief aim. The process within me, the process within me, all the power within me, all the power I need. I don't even know what I wrote here. It's late, right? I'm gonna get back to that one. Today I will go the extra mile in all that I do. Next thing, I attract wealth through service to others. Next thing, I transform every failure into a stepping stone. I am building my success with patience and persistence. My mind is closed to all negative influence. I give thanks to this day and its opportunities. I act with decisions and courage today. I am being the person I was meant to be. Right? And you want to repeat these 3 times every single day in the mirror for about 30 minutes. Repeat these and 3 times each word, and then you move on to the next one, right? You repeat each word 3 times. So the first time you repeat it, the first time you say it is for the purpose of establishing that thing you said as a thought. The second time is to increase the emotion and deepness and make it a deep impression into your mind, right? The third time you speak it is you're supposed to speak with absolute confidence to establish that it's affecting your life. So at this point, you're imagining what it looks like to have that thing and to do that thing. right? And after you speak all 11, you just give it 5 minutes of silence, and then you're done. All right, so you want to do this, everything I just talked about. I can't show this right here. I can't flip this camera. But what was that thing? Oh, I possess within me all the power that I need. I can't read. I possess within me all the power that I need. Well, that was the last and final thing. Like I said, I added an extra thing, so that's about 12. But repeat this every single day, and watch this life change. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this. This is my second day now, so follow along the journey. I want to see how everybody, progress with this. See if you guys actually gonna stay consistent with this, and then we're gonna see how everything turn out over the next few months or so. And I do these things, right, because some people may think it's silly, but guess what? Those people who think it's silly are people who are not in a position that I want to be. The people who are in a position that I want to be, they're doing these things. So anybody who's thinking, "Oh, this, yo, you're not in the position that I want to be." I guarantee that there's not a single person that's doing what I want to do, making the kind of money I want to make. No, that's gonna think what I just said, the ritual, especially after stating the source. Anybody gonna doubt this process? So if you're thinking that, just know you're not where you're supposed to be, right? And lock in, right? I'm trying to get to the next level. I'm trying to get to these new heights. So I'm doing what I gotta do, right? And I can do a video repeating this every single morning if you guys would want that. Maybe, I don't know if I want to be putting that on camera. Maybe, yeah, maybe you know what, I could probably track my progress, seeing that, see how it feels. Yeah, maybe something like that. But yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Appreciate it.